This is the current situation outside the Premier's offices where Panyaza Lesufi is set to receive the memorandum. Let's take a look at what's happening on the ground. Good day, we are live in the streets of Johannesburg outside Gauteng Premier's offices where SACAWU and COSATU members are gathered in numbers for a national march. Unions are demanding urgent action from government to address rising unemployment, poor wages and high cost of living affecting millions of South Africans. Fezile Mashego has more.
We are live outside the COSATU office. We are standing.
Nomen Mampani, COSATU shop steward editor, and also working as a communication officer.
So what were the reasons for organizing this march?
Well, on the 7th of October, workers in South Africa agreed under COSATU that they should be delivering a series of memorandums to various employers and government officials. In all the 9 provinces, COSATU led those marches, and in Gauteng in particular, here at COSATU House, we were able to lead a march to the office of the Premier and various employers like GAME, who continue to exploit workers and employ them as casual workers. For an example, at the Premier's office, workers are demanding creation of jobs. South Africa is facing a high level of unemployment in which majority of communities continue to suffer with the hunger, poverty, and continuing rising levels of inequalities. COSATU is making a statement that workers deserve more because they contributed in the liberation of the country, and therefore the economic strike that is waged by employers and capital must be ended. All employers are asked to invest their profits by creating jobs for all. Well, on the other hand, other employers continue to employ workers as casuals, but demanding a decent job for all these workers so that they can buy bread, they can send their children to school, and also they can be able to have money for transport. Well, let's be very clear on that. In all the provinces, they gave all employers 14 days. 14 days to respond to the demands that are listed. The demands, they include one, end of specialization, creation of jobs, arresting of all perpetrators of corruption at the Tembisa hospital, where more than 2.3 billion has been looted in corrupt activities.
So what actions will you take if the demands are not met in the memorandum?
Well, obviously, as workers, we fight on the street, but also we fight in the boardroom. We will wait for these employers to respond to our memorandum. We will go back to them to demand the responses to all the memorandum that has been submitted in Gauteng, in Polokwane, in Mbombela, in Rustenburg, in Mahikeng, and in Waterville, and so on.
Lastly, what message are you telling the people, the employees?
We are urging all employers at their workplaces to be on guard, to be ready, to be called again by COSATU as and when all these memorandums are not responded to. But also we are urging members of the community to join COSATU when we are calling for other secondary strikes or marches, so that we can ensure that we amplify our demands.
Thank you so much. Fezile Mashego signing out.
The Federation says workers are facing deep crisis of unemployment, poverty, and rising living costs. It accuses government and employers of putting profits ahead of people, ignoring collective agreements, and failing to create decent jobs. COSATU highlights that unemployment has grown by more than 3 million people since 2017.
We are having the same march in Tshwane as well. Now, I want to give to the chair so that he can greet us before he leaves. All the unions will be recognized today. FIFA! members of the PEC, leadership of the cluster of Joburg, Western, Sidibeng, come to the front, comrades. We are about to march. We are not going to waste time. What we are doing today, it is a historic day. They lied to themselves and they said COSATU is dead. Today they will wake up to realize the true might of the giant federation. Amandla! Amandla! Comrades, we must also not forget that as we march as workers, there is a war that is going on. And we know where we stand in that war. Free, free Palestine! Free, free! Free, free! Free, free! Free, free! Free, free! Amandla! Amandla! We can pay, here we come. Boxer, here we come. Gordon, here we come. Macro, here we come. Amandla! Amandla!
The Federation is demanding that government pays all outstanding wages and benefits, strengthen labor laws, close the gender pay gap, and enforce workplace safety and anti-harassment measures. COSATU also rejects government's austerity and privatization policies, saying spending cuts and corruption are hurting low-income workers and the poor. The Federation has given government 14 days to respond to its demand. For Braamfontein News, I am Ntsibeng Mageta.